Hello and welcome. A state of emergency has been declared in the Philippines after Typhoon Kalmaegi battered central regions. At least 114 people have been killed, with an even larger number reported missing. The typhoon is the biggest tropical storm so far this year. The state of emergency allows government agencies more power to access emergency funds and the delivery of essential goods and services to those in need. Our Southeast Asia correspondent Jonathan Head gave us the latest.
Well, they're coping with enormous amounts of destruction in a number of towns on Cebu Island. I mean, Cebu City itself is one of the largest cities in the Philippines. Parts of the city have been badly affected, mostly low-income areas where housing is built of quite flimsy materials. If you look at some of the images there, some of these neighbourhoods have been absolutely wiped out. There is literally nothing left but rubble and debris. Now, the problem with this typhoon wasn't just its strength, it was the amount of water it was carrying. It dumped the equivalent of 1 month's worth of rainfall in just 24 hours. The Philippines is mountainous, it's very deforested, so that water just ran straight off the hills, down the valleys, into urban areas. I mean, if you look at images of it, that people on upper floors were able to film at the time, it actually looks rather like a tsunami. You've got these powerful churning waters charging through these streets and literally lifting up cars, even shipping containers, and tumbling them around as though they're in a washing machine. So it was enormously destructive. And now they're having to go through and look at these areas which have been wiped out, but all the other areas too, where this huge carpet of mud has been laid down, and they're going to have to clean that up. But they're really, I think, still in the process of just working out where all the damage has been and whether there are still bodies in there. There are still more than 100 people who are reported missing on top of the death toll.
And how does declaring a state of emergency change things?
Well, it's a state of calamity. That's a very specific Philippines definition, and it's quite commonly declared. It basically authorises central government funds to be released to help local authorities assist those who've been badly affected and to assist also in the reconstruction. So because the Philippines is so subject to natural disasters, you do tend to hear about states of calamity quite frequently. Although this has been an enormously destructive storm, it's not unprecedented, it's not unusual. Every year the Philippines is hit by at least 20 typhoons, and usually one or two of those will have these levels of destructive power. The difference is mostly, from my experience, it tends to be landslides that really cause human casualties and the sort of damage to people's homes in previous typhoons, where you get a whole hillside sliding away. In this one, it was these tremendous sort of floodwaters that just went through at such speed and really caught people out. All of them require months and months of reconstruction. And there's another typhoon heading there as we speak.
Jonathan Head, our Southeast Asia correspondent.